Hey guys, welcome back. And today we'll be discussing about the Leetcode question that is called maximum product of three numbers. And if you can read the question up here, we are given that have an array which contains elements which can be either positive or negative. And from that, we have to return the maximum product we can obtain. And the maximum product we have to get is through the three elements. Now, these three elements is a tricky one. Okay, let's start with the solution up here. Now, what I have to propose here is that Now, what I have to propose is that let's say we have three numbers, right? Now, if we just saw the array and return the top three numbers, let's suppose that I have like an array 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I just saw the array and return the top three numbers, it will be basically 3, 5, 6 now, and 3, 5, 15, 15 into 6 is 19, right? So we get the maximum product as 19. No doubt the solution works and it works only for the uh, positive numbers. But when we have negative numbers, we have to take care of corner case. Now the case is that when we multiply any two negative numbers, we get a positive number. Hence, we can approach another case, right? This we have minus 5, minus 6, and we have 1, 2, 3. Now this is an example 2, and in this example, what we're going to talk is that what is the maximum product here? Now, for those who are saying, you can pause the video actually. Okay, and I will start here. For those who are saying it's 1, 2, 3, you're wrong. Because the maximum product will be minus 5 into minus 6 into 3. Why? So minus 5 into minus 6 will be 30, and 30 into 3 is again this one, right? And for those who are saying that the top three numbers will be 1, 2, and 3, 1 into 2 is 2, and 1 into 2 into 3 is actually 6. So the answer will not be. So we are printing a much greater number, that is 90, and a much lesser number when we are selecting from the top three positive numbers. So yes, now we have covered all the cases. So what we can say that we have to calculate five variables. What are the five variables? These are max 1, max 2, max 3. Now max 1 will be the maximum element in the array. Now max 2 will be the second maximum element in the array, and max 3 will be third maximum element in the array. Similarly, we have to calculate the minimum number, that is the lowest number we can actually get, and we assign it to min1, and likewise same for min2, we assign that number to min2. So what will the initial value for these numbers? It will be int min for same for max 2, max 2, max 3, and it will be int max for year. Okay, now let me tell you one thing. What you do, suppose that you have a younger brother, right? You're 10-year old and he is 9-year old. Okay, so let's suppose that you are studying in some class, call it fifth class, and he's studying in the class called fourth class. I'm actually just taking an example here. So what happens is that when you move on to some, what you're gonna do is that you do not let your brother buy the books for fourth class. What you do is that you give him your own books, and that way you're actually saving up the money. Same here. We are actually not going to traverse the array again and again and calculate these max 1, max 2, max 3, because this will be something like 4, 5, n. We can actually do this in a single traversal, just like giving the. And what is the concept behind these? The concept behind is same. Just like when you grow up, you give your older books to your younger brother. You have to do the same. So when we have encountered a greater element, like let's say 1, 2, and 3, okay, and initially all these are at the minimum position. Now let's say that we have encountered initialize the value. We have put up the condition that if the nums I is greater than max 1, we're going to assign the max 1 as the value of nums I. Clear? But what are we going to do for the value of max 1? We have to make sure that does not go waste because it has some value, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to pass it to our younger brother, and our younger brother will get the value of max 1. Similarly, we have to max b will get the value of max 2. In this case, just imagine there are three brothers who are living together. I just took this example for two brothers here so that you can understand the solution much better. And we have to do similarly for the minimum one. Now I will just take out for our solution here. Now you can see that once we have encountered a maximum number, that is n is greater than maximum 1, we have to pass the max, we initialize the max value as n, but we have to also make sure that the we are actually passing the value from the elder to the younger ones, right? So that is how it works. Max 1 will get the value of n, but before that we have to make sure max e value goes to the max 2 and max 2 value goes to max 1, and max 1 value will be n. Similarly for the n max 2 and max 3. So if you have understood this, the case below is just the reverse of what we have written above, and you are actually done with the answer. Now at the end we have to return the maximum product, which is the maximum of 1, 2, 3. So as I told you, the answer can be actually equal to the top 3 elements, or it can be basically the multiplication of two minimum numbers and the maximum numbers. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will be back with more such questions and more innovative approach